question and you can answer at the beginning.
Yeah, probably because of that. So again, we're gonna speak about genetic disorders and how to apply your knowledge to regular life examples. And you will see your standards. So if you see NGSS, this is your biology California standard, specifically for our subject. If you see ELD, this is English learning development. This is how you will learn English in this lesson, like discussion, or you will write something. Maybe you will need to read or say something. So this is how you will learn English, because most of my students are English learners. Jonathan, you will use this too.
Yeah.
So, in the next page, you can see content learning objectives and ELD learning objectives. Again, I divided what you will learn in biology here, specifically today, like explain different causes of genetic disorders, or identify and compare different types of genetic disorders, or analyze visual models, explain how errors during meiosis can lead to chromosomal disorders, and so on. ELD learning objectives. So how we will learn ELD? English. Use domain-specific vocabulary. You remember our word wall. Participate in discussion or interpret visual information. Let's start our warm-up question. How do you think? Why do genetic disorders happen? Why do genetic disorders happen? You can see sentence starters here. Genetic disorder happens when? Blah, blah, blah. People have genetic disorder because of blah, blah, blah. So, I will give you a couple minutes to think about this question, and then you will let me know. What do you think? Why do genetic disorders happen?
90 degrees? No. Maybe 45. So not a square.
Что? Звучание что?
Звук классно сохранить. Это отличное слово. Подумать, как на английском.
I know this is the question, but we need to read this one.
No, this is just what we will learn. This is just documentation. Why do genetic disorders happen? These are sentences, and you need to try to answer this question.
I understand, but where's the article to read?
You don't need to read. It's just what you remember from previous chapters. One more question. So what do you think? Mia, what do you think? Why did genetic disorder happen? Mutation. Change one letter. How do you call this letter? What is it?
No, it's
How do you call adenine, guanine, cytosine?
You're
Base.
Base.
Yeah.
Base. This is point mutation. Yes, one of the example. Point mutation. What else? Who can tell me? Why do genetic disorder happen? Nikolai, what is your answer?
Genetic disorder happens when there are mutations.
Their mutation, exactly. Main word, mutation. Jonathan, how about you? What do you think? Why genetic disorder happen?
Because the genetic, because
Okay, I want you
Something-
to ask everybody in your
you know,
neighborhood.
I
Something.
don't know.
It's okay. Something went wrong. Yes, Something went
something
wrong.
but,
that's true.
like, you know,
All you have
the
to
cells,
say is,
some cells go
June.
to the wrong one, I don't know.
Exactly. You did a good job. So this is correct answer.
Uh,
So something went wrong in our DNA.
What day's your birthday?
When it happened, usually, if you will see here non-disjunction or sex chromosome mutation or even chromosomal mutation, something happened wrong here in meiosis, something happened wrong here in meiosis. So we have some type of mutation that can be passed. So this mutation is already in your DNA and you pass it to your kids. Some mutation cannot be inherited. If this mutation happened in meiosis, like non-disjunction, you do not pass it to your kids. It's already happened during meiosis. But this type of mutation not passing from parents to kids. It happened inside of sex cell. And parents are not sick, but child can be sick.
child could be sick.
Child can be sick. So, what we will do today? So, we will do our presentation, and together with presentation, I will ask you to open Google Classroom or to open these printed materials. And during the lesson, students will complete comparison table. You can see it here. So, we will learn example after example, and you will write here what goes wrong and examples that we discuss. You can type it or you can write it on the paper as you would like. After that, you will have summative assessment. Again, you can see here summative assessment. We will discuss it later. Summative assessment after the table, but we will discuss it later after presentation. Let's go. Type number one, point DNA mutation, cystic fibrosis. Ahmad, could you read for us what we will learn here?
Okay. Find DNA mutation.
Cystic
Cystic
fibrosis.
Okay, fibrosis. Nucleotide sequence change. Amino acids build wrong polypeptide. And protein doesn't function properly. Recessive mutation in 3,500 birds in the US.
So what we will do? So point mutation, do you remember? As Nia said, change one base. In this case, it will be changing 3 base. Let's take a look on normal. This is normal sequences. This is mutated. What is the difference between normal and mutated? Something changed. What changed?
What's it called?
Phenylalanine.
Yeah, that one's changed.
Something here, yes? Something here.
What color?
So let's discuss how we can figure out what kind of mutation. What kind of mutation? We checking everything before this place. Is it the same?
Yeah.
Is it the same?
No.
ATC, ATT. But how about amino acid?
That's correct.
The same. We will discuss mutation. Is it the same?
Yes.
Good. Here, good. How about this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Because it pushed it out, compressed it.
So what kind of mutation happened?
Alright, let me get a different.
So do you remember?
Deletion.
We have it. Good job! Woohoo! Good job. This is deletion. 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 Yes, because happened. We deleted these 3 bases. And phenylamine. Phenylalanine. We also deleted. So we do not have one amino acid. We do not have only one amino acid. Let's see what will happen with person who doesn't have only one amino acid. It's very, very, very small mutation, point mutation.
That may be important.
Let's see. And you will tell me, is it important or no?
What day is that? What day?
Cystic fibrosis, or CF, is a genetic disease that affects multiple organs, including your lungs, and limits your ability to breathe over time. Your main airway, called the trachea, branches into each of your lungs. The largest airway within each lung is called a bronchus, and each bronchus branches into smaller airways called bronchioles.
And what do we say?
Normally, airways are coated inside with a thin layer of fluid in
You can see how it's normally should work. And you will see what happens if you do not have only one amino acid.
mucus. The mucus catches dust and germs from the air you breathe in. Then, hair-like projections on the airway surface, called cilia,
This is
push
normal.
the mucus, trap dust, and germs out of the lungs. In cystic fibrosis, the mucus is so thick and sticky that the cilia can't push it out of your lungs. This thick, sticky mucus can build up, trap germs like bacteria, and block your airways.
You can see in cystic fibrosis, mucus cannot go outside. It's too thick. And it's stuck inside of glands.
Because of this, you may periodically have acute infections or exacerbations of the disease, causing symptoms such as increased coughing, production of mucus, and shortness of breath. As the disease progresses, long-term damage can occur in your lungs. This happens when germs, like bacteria, get into your lungs and cause chronic infections and inflammation. But there's a lot you can do to control the infections and slow the progression of lung damage. Talk to your CF care team about how
So what do you think? Is it important? Is it too hard if the person doesn't have only one amino
Of
acid?
course, that's important.
This is important. This is
It's
important.
a kind of germ,
And
but you cannot breathe normally.
cannot breathe normally. All-time infection, germ inside of lungs. And this person doesn't have only one amino acid. Tell me, this mutation can be inherited, can be passed to next generation? Yes or no?
As you mentioned, no.
I told that some mutation can be passed, some no.
But this one, no.
This one, yes. This one, yes. So this mutation inside of parents' DNA, and it can be passed to kids. And as we already learned last Friday, this is recessive mutation. So child to be sick should to receive this allele from father and from mother.
But how it's possible? Mom is not sick, but the kid is sick.
We will learn about that. We will learn about that. This is a very good question. So this mutation happen in parents' DNA, or parents receive this allele from their parents. So this type of mutation can be passed. And one in 3,500 child in United States are born with this mutation, and they receive this allele from their parents. I mean, only one amino acid deleted, as Ahmad said, and protein doesn't function properly. So protein doesn't function properly. This is why it's caused to this disease. So what I would like you to do in your Google Classroom or on the paper, if you see what goes wrong, write down nucleotide sequence changes. You can also write down deletion mutation.
DNA mutation,
Yes, this is DNA mutation.
amino acid spelled wrong nucleotide. Is this the
I
answer?
would say nucleotide sequence change.
Okay.
An example, cystic fibrosis. First, are you gonna participate? Did you talk to Stanley? Good job. So this is your written material. And we are already so here.
Nucleotide sequence change. DNA mutation.
What's going on? Nucleotide sequence change. Example, cystic fibrosis.
This word mud means alright, ladies and gentlemen. What's this word?
You just want it.
Good job, Pada is doing online and on paper. Loves it. Yeah. Excellent. I would recommend you to do like that also, to write it here. You're a top student, you can do everything. Example cystic fibrosis.
Right? Yes.
Example cystic fibrosis. So again, this mutation is inherited, means can be passed from parents to kids. And this is actually parents' problem. So this mutation in one of the allele. Because this is recessive mutation, child to be sick had to receive one allele from father and one allele from mother to be sick. Let's read about next one. Marfan syndrome. Pada, could you read for us main specification?
The whole gene mutation in chromosome number 15. Gene FBN1 does not produce correct protein. Dominant
Good job.
in one in 5,000 in the US.
So Marfan syndrome. We will see the video, as you already know, about Marfan syndrome, how it looks like. But my question for you, can it be passed from parents to children?
Yes.
Yes, how do you know?
Because there is a dominant allele.
Dominant mutation, yes, dominant mutation. So you already know that if it is dominant mutation, means we're speaking about alleles. How many alleles of Marfan syndrome child need to receive to be sick? If it is dominant mutation. Only one. Only one. If child will receive at least one allele with Marfan syndrome from one of the parents, child will be sick. Because this is a dominant mutation. For recessive mutation, child needs to receive two alleles. one from father, one from mother, and only in this case, child will be sick. For Marfan syndrome, this is enough to receive only one allele from one of the parents, and child will be sick. If we speak that this mutation happened in chromosome number 15, tell me, this chromosome is autosome or sex chromosome?
Because
After-
only 23 is sex chromosome.
Totally, yes. So chromosomes number 1, 2, 3, and up to 22 autosomes. Only
No one.
pair number 23, sex chromosome. Yes, yes. Again, to your table, write down the example. We speak about Marfan syndrome and what's going on in gene FBNY1 doesn't produce correct protein. This is what's going wrong.
Gene mutation.
Yeah, this is a gene mutation.
And which one? We need to write.
Second, I underline everything that you need to write.
Okay. FBN1 does not. Okay.
Yes, I underline.
Gene mutation.
This is example Marfan syndrome. And what happened? Gene FBNY does not produce correct protein. This is what's going wrong.
That's what's going on.
Does not produce the germ.
So as you mentioned, it's not passed to the children.
It is can be passed. We speak about dominant mutation. It can be passed. It's passive. So something happened in DNA. When mutation or chromosome mutation can be passed. So guys, you also have this on your presentation over there. So I will turn on the video. You can see Marfan syndrome. How does it look like?
Marfan syndrome is a genetic disorder affecting connective tissues. This means the typical symptoms affect not only external features, but internal organs, too. The condition.
So again, Marfan syndrome, not only you can see not only outside, but inside as well. You can see that the person is very tall, with long arms. Look at these arms, with long fingers. No muscles, yes. And also it will impact his or her heart.
Impairs the cardiovascular system the most. Changes caused by Marfan syndrome may sometimes be fatal. The aorta is the primary and the largest of all blood vessels. It carries blood from the heart to the body. An aortic aneurysm is the dilation or bulging of a portion of this vessel. Dilation and separation of the layers of the aorta are the most dangerous symptoms of Marfan syndrome. It may lead to aortic dissection or to an aortic tear, massive internal bleeding, and sudden death. When aortic dissection occurs, it causes sudden and severe pain in the chest, radiating down the back. The general symptoms of cardiovascular changes in Marfan syndrome are unusual fatigue, shortness of breath, heart palpitations, racing heartbeat, and chest pain that radiates to the back, shoulder, or arms. Cold arms, hands, and feet can also be linked to Marfan syndrome because of inadequate blood circulation. The skeletal system is affected by early osteoarthritis and cartilage changes.
Almost everything, your muscle system, heart, a skeleton system, almost everything is impacted.
Leading to symptoms like joint pain and limited range of motion. The hips are most commonly affected first. Back pain and neck pain, caused by abnormal curvature of the spine and chest deformities, may occur. Some people with Marfan's syndrome have speech disorders, resulting from symptomatic high palates and small jaws. Marfan's syndrome can affect the eyes in various ways. The principal change in the eyes is partial lens dislocation due to changes in ciliary zonules, which hold the lens and respond for visual adaptation.
So as you can see, it affects almost everything.
The speech and the spinal cord and the jaw.
And visual,
The vision.
and heart, almost everything.
Probably affected my speech.
Yeah, so again, this syndrome can be inherited. Means can be passed from parents to children.
Marfan syndrome is bad.
Everything is bad from this list. Believe me, today we are not going to speak about something good.
Марфа, синдром Марфа.
То, что вы посмотрели на картине, на видео. Он так и переводится, это по имени ученого, который его нашел. Марфан синдром. Как Даун синдром. Если вы как переводится.
It means I can, yes, but
So, non-injunction. What does it mean? If something happened in non-injunction, Ahmad, this is for you, means parents are healthy. Parents are healthy. Something happened during meiosis. And when we learn about meiosis, I told you that meiosis 1 anaphase 1 and meiosis 2 anaphase 2. This is the weakest part of meiosis. And in these phases, mutation can happen. So Down syndrome is one of the mutations that happen during meiosis. What does it mean, meiosis? Meiosis, when sex cells form. So it means we have father, we have mother. When they're going to teenage age, yes, they have their sex cells. Sperm for father, eggs for mother. And when we have meiosis, sex cell division in organism. And in anaphase 1 or anaphase 2, this mutation can happen. And then older mother is, then more chance to get this mutation. So this mutation happened in mother or father organism before fertilization, before contact. But mother and father healthy, child sick. Because in meiosis, chromosome wasn't divided equally. And in pair number 21, they have one additional chromosome that shouldn't be here. Do you remember in anaphase, chromosomes are divided for 2 cells. And in this case, chromosome wasn't divided equally. In one cell, they receive more chromosome, in another cell, less chromosome. So like, in this case, in this pair, we have one additional chromosome that shouldn't be here. So extra chromosome, number 21, tell me, chromosome number 21 is autosome or sex chromosome? Autosome. Happened during meiosis, anaphase, non-injunction, not inherited. So means parents healthy, child sick. In United States, we have one case in 700 births. with Down syndrome. Tell me, is it affected by child gender? So, does it matter if it will be boy or girl?
Do we say cold?
No, doesn't matter. For boys it is 100%.
No,
Sex.
because this is chromosome number 21, it is not sex chromosome. And Jonathan, right, it is not affected by child gender. Because this is chromosome number 21, not sex chromosome. So it doesn't matter, it will be boy or girl. So they affect equally.
Yeah.
Equally.
So which one goes the box? The extra chromosome number 21?
Yes, extra chromosome. So instead of 2, in pair we should to have only 2. We have 3. An example is Down syndrome. Write it down to your table. Extra chromosome number 21. Example Down syndrome. And let's watch the video.
Did you know that all people have chromosomes in their body? Chromosomes are like little blueprints that make us who we are. And guess what? There are 23 chromosomes in every person. But some people have an extra chromosome. People with Down syndrome have an extra copy of their 21st chromosome. Folks with Down syndrome are neurodivergent. That means their brains are wired differently. Different is not wrong or bad. It is just different. Blue and yellow represent Down syndrome awareness. In the United States, about 1 in 691 people are born with Down syndrome. Down syndrome is a developmental disability, meaning kids are born with it, and it is lifelong. Kids and adults with Down syndrome go to school, work, make choices, have friends, vote, and do great things for our society. People with Down syndrome often share some common traits, like being very friendly or loving being around others, maybe shorter than others their age. They have certain facial features, like smaller ears and a smaller nose, a flatter face, or almond-shaped eyes.
So people with Down syndrome more like each other than like their parents. Look like each other, not like their parents.
May have some difficulty with learning, talking, or moving, or may have low muscle tone. Remember that even though some of these traits are common, everyone with Down syndrome is unique, so all of these do not apply to everyone. How can you help a friend with Down syndrome? The same way you could help any person. You can be a kind friend, include everyone in the group, and offer help if someone is having trouble. If you want to learn more, the #1 experts on Down syndrome are people with Down syndrome. Here are some amazing people with Down syndrome you may have heard of. Jamie Brewer, an actress, Sajid Desai, musician, and Madeline Stewart, a model.
You can take a look at their pictures and you can see that they look a little bit similar to each other.
Their eyes?
Their eyes, their cheeks, like shape of their head.
Excuse me. All those pictures are similar, but those are for me, it's looking like abnormal than the other people. Their eyes and their faces.
Yes, because this is a genetic disorder. This is genetic disorder. You're absolutely right. So we do not say that it is not normal. It's just different. They look different from other people. But because of this extra chromosome, they also have different disease in their body on different levels.
I have epilepsy.
I know.
Yeah, it's like a little slow in the learning too, but I get it though.
But you do a great job over
Yeah.
there. So same these people. So they can be sick on different level. Every single person is unique. Somebody can learn and do everything that other people do,
Yeah.
like you.
Yeah.
Some people need extra support. So we are different. We're just different.
Yeah.
And one more, sex chromosome disorder, Turner syndrome. Malik, could you read for us about Turner syndrome?
Sex chromosome disorder, Turner system
Syndrome.
syndrome. Yes. Only one sex chromosome XO happened.
It's X0.
X0, yes.
Uh-huh.
Happened during
Meiosis.
meiosis,
Anaphase.
anaphase, non-dejection,
Non-disjunction.
non-induction,
Mm-hmm.
and hair type.
Uh-huh.
1 and 2,500 female birth and USA. Only females are affected.
Mm-hmm. Good job. So only girls are affected. Only girls are affected. This syndrome not for boys, only girls. Only one sex chromosome. As we learned right now about meiosis, in anaphase our chromosomes are separating. Sometimes we have one extra chromosome. Sometimes we do not have one chromosome. Turner syndrome, exactly when we do not have one sex chromosome. We should have two, one is missing. And because we have only one X chromosome, our person is a girl, because we do not have Y chromosome. Our person is a girl. So this is why we say that this syndrome, only females are affected. And in United States, for 2,500 female births, we have one Turner syndrome. So what type of chromosome is involved to Turner syndrome? What type of chromosome is involved to this syndrome?
You gotta organize your stuff because
Autosome or sex chromosome?
Sex chromosome.
Give me the complete sentence.
Only one sex chromosome.
Sex chromosome is the one.
Involved. Involved means participate. Sex chromosome. So again, will it be matter for us? It is boy or girl?
kindergarten is how old?
Girl.
How old are children?
X is for girl.
Yeah, so it will be, yes, gender is matter here. Gender matters. So if we do not have any boys with this syndrome, only girls are affected.
Finish kindergarten.
So please write down to your table to sex chromosome disorder. Turner syndrome is this example, and the person has only one sex chromosome, X0,
And we're gonna have,
not XX or XY, X0.
you know this already, we just did them. So what's this word? Ride a bicycle, ride the train.
And we will watch the video about this syndrome. Did you write down?
Say, this is A, like day, play, right? She, so easy, right? Easy for you. She. So. We'll talk about
Let's watch the video about this syndrome.
Hello. In this health sketch, we want to talk to you about Turner syndrome. Turner syndrome is a genetic condition that only affects girls. It's named after Dr. Henry Turner, who discovered the syndrome in 1938. On average, for every 2,000 girls born around the world, one of them will have Turner syndrome. Why does Turner syndrome occur? Unlike other genetic conditions, it's not inherited from parents and has nothing to do with a mother's age or environment. Instead, it happens randomly based on how a girl's genes are first formed. Our genes are like a code which determine how we look and how our body works. All of these genes are wrapped up in 46 chromosomes, which are found in every cell of the body. Of these 46 chromosomes, one pair is different between boys and girls, the sex chromosomes X and Y. Boys have an X and Y chromosome, while girls have two X chromosomes. In girls with Turner syndrome, the second X chromosome is missing or altered in some way. Because of this, their body develops slightly differently. The syndrome is very variable, and some girls have very few symptoms. So what are the common features of Turner syndrome? Nearly all girls are shorter than average, and their ovaries don't work properly. The ovaries make the hormones estrogen and progesterone. With less of these hormones, girls with Turner syndrome may not have a growth spurt and may not have periods as usual. There are also other more subtle physical differences, for example, having a wide neck or slightly puffy hands and feet. Sometimes these features can be picked up on a pregnancy scan, but Turner syndrome is usually diagnosed after birth. In fact, diagnosis can happen at any age, and because the main features only occur at puberty, some girls aren't diagnosed until they become teens. The test for Turner syndrome involves analyzing the chromosomes from a blood sample called karyotyping. There are also other symptoms that may occur with Turner syndrome. These include weaker bones, hearing difficulties, or problems with the heart, kidneys, or thyroid gland. There may be specific differences with behavior or learning, but overall,
So you can see here that with Turner syndrome, it can be affected bones, hearing, heart, kidney. What is a kidney? In our back.
Thyroid.
Thyroid and learning.
What is the thyroid?
Right
Right here? Up here?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, but
So these girls, they are not developing properly. But where they're small, nobody knows that something going wrong. Only in teenage we can see the difference, visually actually. But sometimes, if it was pregnancy screening, they can figure it out. But usually, the girls developing good, like all others in her age. But we will see the difference on the teenager, on puberty period.
Excuse me, son. As I know a little bit about the thyroid, so thyroid, it's just coming from a depression or stress, and according to this lesson, it's looking like it's coming from mom, and because it's not looking and during childhood when the kid is grow up, it's looking. I don't know actually
What do you mean?
about the thyroid.
Oh, thyroid is the organ that makes a ferment for our organism. Yes, it's usually more active on females. And if the girl is not developing properly, this organ is responsible for hormones. Doesn't work properly as well. No hormones for girls.
So you mean it could be genetically?
This is not genetic, this genetic disorder, not passing from parents to children. It happened during meiosis. So, and this is the result.
I mean, if it's not a genetic disorder, but why it's happened to children?
This is genetic disorder. But some genetic disorder can be passed from parents to children. Some genetic disorder happen when parents' gametes are formed. It's also genetic disorder because person genes are not work properly, not correct. Like here in karyotype, if you will check karyotype, you will not see one X chromosome. It will be only one. So you will not see a second X chromosome. And thyroid in this case, in this second X chromosome, there is a gene that's responsible for thyroid development. And because of this gene is missing, thyroid doesn't work properly and don't produce hormones for growth. Did I answer your question?
Doors, yes.
A little bit, yeah. So guys, and our last activity for today, I will ask you to find a partner and discuss different levels of genetic changes. Think, pair, share. So we have 10 minutes, and you will need to answer to one of these questions. Which disorder happened at the DNA level, or which disorder happened at the chromosome level? And you can see that we have different levels. We have point mutations, something going wrong only with one nucleotide, or maybe 3 nucleotides. Point mutation. Then we have gene level. Something happened with the whole gene. We have chromosome level. Something happened with the whole chromosome. One additional chromosome or not enough chromosome. And sex chromosome level. So we have more sex chromosome or we have less sex chromosome that it should to be. And this sex level is impact to gender. Maybe as Vali said, only boys sick, or only girls sick, or more boys sick. So we have different levels. Find the partner to discuss these two questions. Find the partner to discuss these two questions. Would you like me to find the partner for you?
I did.
You don't need to write down, just discuss. Discuss. Nikolai, discuss with Jonathan. So guys, you will be on this group. Mother, Nia, discuss. This is the discussion
Ama dayıca, sen kontarak
point mutation.
Yad başa yok kam.
Something happened with one nucleotide.
Öğrenci bayısal sekte, bayısal çevreler şartı başa yok.
Gene mutation.
Kontarak kadar. Kontarak duvarı.
So whole gene may be missing, maybe doesn't work properly, or infected, or
This or the
chromosome level. When we have one additional, the whole chromosome should work. One additional, or not enough chromosome. Sex chromosome level, same like just chromosome level, but if you work only the last pair number 2 into the sex chromosome, and it may impact to gender.
Maybe a
This mutation can be for boy as well, but different syndrome. It will be different syndrome. For our Turner syndrome, yes, it is only for girls. For our gene. So you have two questions. Which disorder happens in DNA level? Over there, from our example. So you have example. Which example on DNA level and which example on chromosome level? This is some stuff. Discuss and try to figure it out.
I want to levels of genetic change and pair share. So what disorder happens at the DNA level?
So you have four examples. You have cystic fibrosis,
On chromosome level.
Marfan syndrome, Down syndrome, and Turner syndrome. You need to find what syndrome or what disorder happened in DNA level. And what happened, as we said, yes, for example, cystic fibrosis happened on DNA level because nucleotide What's changed?
at the DNA.
Mutation in gene liver.
So you need to find the syndrome and why. And you already have.
Yeah.
Okay, what happened? And what is the example?
Excuse me, Miss Anna.
I'm coming. Krishna, why are you so far away? Come here to this group.
As we talked about this question, so for the chromosome,
Yeah.
I thought already, this one should be
The gestation.
this one should be the first one. What was
Marfan syndrome.
First, come here to us. I would like to explain. So we have 4 different levels. Yeah? One mutation, very small mutation. Just something happened in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups in our DNA. Gene mutation, something happened with big part of DNA, with the whole gene. Whole gene doesn't work properly. Chromosome mutation level. We have one additional chromosome, or we don't have enough chromosome, so the whole chromosome is affected. Sex chromosome level, only this, we're working with pair number 3, and it's impact to gender, boy or girl. So which disorder happened at the DNA level? You have 4 examples. Disorder number 1, cystic fibrosis. Disorder number 2, Marfan syndrome. 3, Down syndrome. And 4, Turner syndrome. Which one is on this level?
For this level here? No,
We have 4. Number one, cystic fibrosis.
Yeah.
Cystic fibrosis. Why? Because nucleotide sequence changes.
DNA mutation change.
So this, no.
No. Sequence.
On DNA level, cystic fibrosis happened because nucleotide sequences change.
I mean, I have to put
Yes.
this one or all these.
No.
You need to put level on DNA level, the name of disorder, and you can explain why. Because nucleotide sequence change.
Chromosome is not equal.
Hello, welcome
It
in.
should be, it should be one.
I'm coming. Time is over. Good job today. Yes.
Oh, these
Because when was the fibrosis here,
if we chromosome level
What is the syndrome for chromosome level mutation we discussed?
chromosome Down syndrome.
Down syndrome. Yes.
Yes.
Down syndrome.
You can write here.
You need to write, yes, for example, on DNA level, cystic fibrosis happened. Ah? Yeah, it's just examples. On DNA level, cystic fibrosis happened. Great discussion, Nikolai. Time is over, I told you. Huh? Just a minute. No, this is for you. This is for you because you will need to finish everything. This is for you. After you finish everything tomorrow, then done. Then you need to, okay? Guys, time is over. Time is over. 10:59. Now it's already 11:02. See you tomorrow. Go. No, I'm just joking. You can stay here. You can stay forever. Yeah, of course. Stay here. I love you.
No, we
Yeah.